your feelings, their feelings, and what information would be useful for you to know at this time. So, Spirit, for the viewer, may we look at the viewer's feelings in regards to their person and in regards to this situation. May we have a look. This relationship, their person. How is the viewer feeling, please? We have got the Page of Cups. The person that the viewer has on their mind. May we have a look, please, at that person's feelings towards the viewer and towards this relationship. What do we need to know? What would be good to know about this person's feelings, please? We have got the Moon. And what information would be useful for the viewer to know in regards to this relationship? What information would be useful for the viewer? While I'm shuffling, there are a few same-day readings that are left. I am going to be leaving to go to Europe in the next few days, so if you have been wanting a private reading, then this would be potentially the best time to book one. We have got the Eight of Cups as information for you to know. The first thing that I am noticing is that the Eight of Cups and the Moon card, they do have a lot of similarities between them. I will come back to it in a moment, but often it is speaking about a path that is going to be illuminated. But let's start here with your feelings. You're showing up as the Page of Cups. To me, the Page of Cups has always been the wild card of tarot, saying to expect the unexpected. In some cases, there are miracles that may be being wished for. This speaks a lot about dreaming, wishing, and desiring. We can also see from the direction that the page is facing that they are looking more into the past. So essentially, there could be a lot of nostalgia and memories that are being brought up at this moment. It is very sensitive and very intuitive energy. We can see from the ocean in the background that there is a lot that is going on within. So if I was to summarize how you might be feeling at this time, I would say highly emotive, sensitive, and there's a lot that is going on beneath the surface. And now when I move on to their feelings, it is not terribly different. You may be mirroring each other in many, many ways. The moon itself has a magnetic pull on all bodies of water. This is scientifically known, and this is what governs the high tides at sea and the low tides. In our human body, we carry a high percentage of water, so it is very plausible to say that we are also affected by the moon. And just like the ocean, our emotions may ebb and they may flow. This is a card that often speaks of uncertainty. It certainly does talk of a path, and we can see that this path goes between these two towers. Towers within tarot often speak of change, and actually the fear of this change. The thing about the moon card is once you have passed beyond these towers, on the other side there is everything that you desire. And this person may very much realize that. They themselves, like the Page of Cups, might be highly intuitive. And they may realize that in time, they may have to make these changes. There is a massive soul pull. The moon can often represent timing in regards to months. For the very word of months is from the word moon. So essentially, your person may have a lot of fears about change and about being able to move forward. and yet within them they know that they will have to make this move at some point in time if they are to receive all of the things that they truly desire. As far as information that would be useful for you to know, we have the Eight of Cups. And like I had mentioned earlier, it has very similar meanings to the Moon card. Indeed, we have the Sun and the Moon being represented here. And it is showing someone on a path. And this path is leading them to their life's purpose. As I am saying that, in my intuitive visions, I am seeing both of you being channeled like rivers being channeled to the sea. What is interesting is that these 8 cups are in the standing position. That is not always the case in some tarot decks. And when I see them all in the upright position, it is telling me that their life's circumstances that are currently around them are satisfactory. Maybe not perfect, maybe not great, but they are satisfactory. Now, many of us did not come down to earth simply to live a mediocre life. We are destined for so much more. But there is a certain safety within this mediocrity, and it can often take a lot of courage to move forward. And that's where I feel this person is here. Let's pull another card for each. So your feelings. We have the Three of Wands, their feelings. We have the Two of Wands, very, very similar energy yet again. And what would be valuable for you to know? We have the Ten of Crystals. It looks like you yourself might be a couple of steps ahead of your person. Both of you have a vision for the future. Let's actually start with theirs, with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands to me has always been a card that speaks of mental visualization and having a very clear idea of what they want. Yet again, we can see, just as we had seen with the Moon card, that there are steps that need to be taken and a bridge that needs to be crossed in order to get to this beautiful future. So currently there is a mental picture that is being formed by this person as to what they would like their future to look like. As I said, you may be a couple of steps ahead of them. With the Three of Wands, we still have the Two Wands here, showing that you have also created this mental manifestation or mental visualization. You know exactly what it is that you want. The thing that's different between the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands is that you have now actually taken some action. You are not just sitting and thinking about what it is that you're wanting to manifest. You are taking steps towards it. And you may be even seeing evidence of your manifestations coming in. In the background here, we can see there are ships, and that is meant to indicate you are starting to see your ships coming through for you. You can also see that you are standing on a rock, so you are able to see things from a higher perspective. It is quite interesting because both of these cards are facing back the way. And you know what I feel when I see that? I feel that you are the light, like a lighthouse, quite literally. See, this person has a focus on a light. You are that light, and they are following in your footsteps. You are not waiting for anyone. You are going on to accomplish all of your dreams, your goals, your visions, and your desires. But at the same time, your soul is calling to your person and beckoning them to follow you. The information that would be good for you to know comes up as the Ten of Crystals, which is the Ten of Swords. It speaks of painful endings. Now, whether the both of you have experienced a very painful ending between you, or whether potentially there is a need for an ending in order for one or both of you to be able to move forward to all that you desire and to meeting your life's purpose. It is very much indicating that there is a brighter future that is on the horizon.